Good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, guys, welcome back again. We find ourselves over here on this fence line. I really like this fence line. Especially this time of year now that we're getting out, now that the snow is obviously gone, and boy, it's another warm day here. Beautiful. Things are starting to leaf out a little bit even and bud out. So spring is definitely here, and now it's giving us a little more freedom, a little bit different types of setups. The heat, again, will be something that I take into consideration. She went for a pretty long walk earlier, a little jog I think my wife took her on. So she's had some exercise today, and she, for the most part, been laying around other than that, waiting for us to get out here. Pretty warm part of the day. It's mid 70s right now, so or low 70s anyway, but it's warm. So I'll be cautious with her a little bit, because I like what I've seen with her so far as her enthusiasm for training. I think she has a pretty good amount of fun with it, and so I want to make sure that we maintain that. I don't want to see this get boring to her and lose any excitement, because I think it's, as soon as the dog starts getting flat, I think it's real hard for them to retain much. So every dog is a little bit different. Some dogs you can just train and it just doesn't seem to affect them. They stay hyped up about it. They like it. Some dogs are really bored with it quickly. Our Taylor is really just she's not much for practicing. She's very good when you challenge her, and she's very good when you put her in a spot where you ask a little bit more of her. So each dog's different. She's somewhere in the middle. But what I'm going to do today is continue with the handling stuff, relatively shorter distances. We talked about yesterday the value of shrinking things up for more technical stuff like this, so that's what we're going to do. And then I think today what I'm going to do beyond that will be start to go over, I'm going to do it over there, I think, where we finished yesterday. I'm going to move her off the fence a little bit, so it's not such a, the fence acts as a guide, but not quite as tight to her physically, so she starts to feel a little bit of this freedom and open area. And I want to make sure that the behavior is the same, so that it shows me that the skill is being learned stronger than the environment. So when she does get into some situations like the open yard, where this first started, and she kind of had those hiccups, we want to be able to get to the point where we can get into those open areas again and get the right behavior, get the right responses, get the crisp responses to the handle. So that tells me that she understands the concept, regardless of not needing that crutch or help with these lines. But so this setup here in the corner, I'm actually going to do a little bit, I'm going to add a few more layers to it. I'm going to add a few more steps to it. So for this time, to start out, so I've got the ability here at the 90 degree to make a right hand cast. So we're going to pitch a dummy down to that side. It should be pretty simple for her to see bright white. I'm also going to pitch a dummy up and over her. This one she won't see as easily. It's into the cover. She takes a look at that one. She looks at that one. Sit. I put her here. Now, to start out with, I'm going to do it pretty simple. I'm not going to waste a lot of retrieves. When I say waste a lot of retrieves, I mean waste a lot of energy. Get her all hot and tired. I'm not going to do that. We're going to we're not going to warm her up, if you will. We're going to get right to some technical things that she makes decisions on, which is what we're doing here. Now, this is after 4, 5, 6 lessons of this thing being put into her, of make a decision. She just spun her head back around and looked at that one, and I like that. I've got the dummy to the right there. You see me moving my hands and her not going yet. That's good. That's all part of this. I'm going to send her to the right to start out with. Get out. Good. Really crisp. Very good. Come on. Ah. Good dog. Good dog. Good. Good dog. Sit. Now, this time, I'm going to go replace that dummy and put it right back in that same spot. Leaving her there. Now, this time I've got the dummy in the back. That's a memory. Eventually that memory fades with her too. I don't know that her memory is great right now. She sees that dummy last. Heel. I'm gonna take a step back with her because I want to reline her up here. And I'm gonna line her and I want to send her for the straight dummy. So now we're gonna use, I hope to use this fence to help line her into that woods. Does she remember that one? That's the one that's been out there a little bit longer. That one she can actually see. But again, I've got this fence here, so it's not, she's not so prone to go there. So I'm gonna use it to line straight in. Cali, go back. Push into the cover. Good girl. Very good. Come on. That's a good dog, and there's a little look. She's real smart. I see that as intelligence. She's double checking. She's going, I see that other one, I see that other one, I see that other one. Did. But it's not so tempting that she's going to switch. Good. Now I'm going to come back, I'm going to replace this dummy. I'm going to pitch it in a little bit further than that. Give it a little more distance in to make this a little bit easier for her. Because now what my objective is to call her to this spot and stop her on a whistle. And I'm going to send her to the right. So we're going to see how the stop to the whistle is. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know how many times I haven't stopped her going out very often. I've done it a few times. So the last dummy she saw is straight ahead. The last dummy she picked up is straight ahead. This is going to be a real good gauge of how strong is that right cast. Because everything, we're setting it up for everything to go to the back. We're lining her to it. She just picked one there. Everything points to go to that one. Well, we're going to send her to the right, and I want to see how quickly and sharp it is. My hope is that it's going to be as quick and sharp as that first one when we sent her from a remote sit. So I'm going to be ready to the whistle. You also have to, the question that comes up in my head is, at what point do I hit the whistle to stop her in the right spot? Because it's not going to be instant. So it's like there's going to be this little trickle effect where hit the whistle, is there a 2 or 3 steps yet before she gets stopped and turned around? I need to gauge and time that out to the point where I'm going to stop her there. So I'm going to do my best, because that's part of the reason why I wonder, you know, how often do I stop her going out? Not a ton, not enough to know exactly. Like Ellie, I would know I need to stop her at that corner. I better start blowing the whistle the second she gets to the post this way, because it takes her about 3 steps, because she gets a lot of momentum. She turns. By the time I do it, she's added 5 feet to it. So I need to kind of read that. We'll see how we do here. Watch. Cali. Watch Crisper. Good girl. Very instant. Good. Very nice. So that just tells me, okay, let her get out there. Let her get to that corner, and then we're going to stop her. That was good. Very good. I want her to know that's exactly what I wanted her to do. Some dogs will read that as I made a mistake. If we reset them only when they make mistakes, they think, reset, oh, I screwed up. I don't want her to think she screwed up. She did exactly what I asked her to do. Stopped on the whistle, recalled back. Good. I want to boost that confidence to go, I'll go do that again. Watch. Cali. Get out. Good. Long pause there. You saw, you kind of, that was a good girl. Good girl. Come on. I gave an extra pause. Intentional. Let her think. Let this moment sink in. Good dog. Good. Did. Very happy with that. Good dog. Good. Heel. Now, let's leave that dummy in the woods. Heel. Heel. Let's leave that dummy in the woods, and let's turn this drill. I'm still using the fence line. Ben, you can stay right there because we're going to send back there. I'm still using the fence line, but I'm going to lengthen this one out. So we've been short, 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 short. Everything real short, compressed. Watch how we do this one. Right white dummy. Easy to see. Got the fence line. Good. Good. I want her facing this direction because I want her to be honest. That one you saw, that was when she turned, she didn't spin all the way back around. I don't care about that right now because she was facing the right direction. It helped her probably have some success there. That's okay. Now, if I want her to be really honest and square up to me, I recall her to me. And I don't send her to that right dummy until she recalls. Get her to square up to me, and then I would send her. Now, see my hands moving? Means nothing. Good. Good. She's real confident right now. I love it. Now I'm going to go to the left. Will she remember that dummy? She's looked at that dummy twice now. Good. Get out. Get out. Good. Good out. Good. Good girl. Good girl. You heard me encourage her. Go out. Get out. Get out. As her head started to swivel, I did not want her to start hunting. Good girl. So I encourage that. Continue the direction you're going. Very good. That was a really natural turn and go. It was just what I was hoping for. The issue that came up was, man, this one's a lot further out than what they've all been. Should I keep running? Should I keep running? Should I keep running? That's where the balance of going short, short, short to get your precise understanding of the turns, and then stretch it out every once in a while to let that dog understand that you better keep going at times. Good. Ben, you can move over here. We're going to slide over here. Heel. I'm going to pick this one up myself. Good girl. So one of the best parts about the session right now that I've seen is her boldness. She just has a very bold personality right now. Like, comfortable with these drills. Well, it comes from 5 days in a row. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pretty much mirror what we've been doing, except I'm coming off the fence about, I don't know, not quite 10 yards, I suppose, but maybe close to it. So I'm going to let Ben reposition his camera. Ben, I'll be standing there. We'll be sending that way, and we'll be sending this way. You're fine there. You're fine. So I'm going to start out here with the dummy. A little bit longer into a little bit taller grass. See how that grass gets a little bit taller? It's part of why I want to have it here as well, so that it's not always such short grass. Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want to see this get sloppy. Come here. Come here. I don't want to see this turn sloppy. So if you go back to the very first day where we did these drills, this is going to look an awful lot like what we did. We set one dummy out and we made it really clear. And we ran into some issues with her coming to me. So let's see if she fires out or if she fades. Get out. Good. Good girl. There's a good dog. Had to push into that cover. You saw her hesitate. I mean, that's just a little bit of cover. But you saw her hold up just a little bit. Right here. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Come on. Hold. Good. Ah, nah, 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 nah. That's where it's hot. Hold. I don't mind a dog making a mistake to understand they did something wrong. Good. Let them know as quickly as you did that they did it wrong, that they're doing it right. Good. You could see that as she was coming in. She had a bad hold on it. She had it over here, and it's hot. And so she flips that dummy and loses it. No, 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 you hold. You hold. Good. That's what we want. Right here. Come on. Good girl. Right here. Good. Sit. Good. Dead. So the nice part about that last one was she turned and went nice and strong. She got to that cover and almost broke down, and then she saw it and pushed into it. That was real good. Heel. Heel. But what I'm happy about is the fact that I didn't lose her. Come here. Sit. I didn't lose her coming forward to me before I sent her. Let's do that again. Ben, I'm going to have you just, one way or the other. Yeah, and actually I like how Ben is moving in between her and the fence. Now you'll notice I'm moving her off the fence. So right now, She's got a little bit of a guide on the back, but that's not nearly the guide that this fence was. So she's kind of out in this middle, kind of middle zone, which gives her a lot less direction as far as like instruction. Run straight lines, run straight lines. It's real easy to envision and do that along the edge of the fence. When you start getting out slowly into the more open field, that's where you see it break down and fade. If I start to see it break down and fade right now, we're going right back to the fence. We need to do more of it. Get out. Good girl. Give her a nice easy one. Nice and short. Very good. No issue with her turn. Her turn was real nice and distinct. Real clear. I'm turning and I'm going 90 degrees. Good girl. Dead. Good girl. Heel. Heel. Come on. Sit. Good. Set it up again. Get out. Good. Good. Good girl. Nearly came to us. That's an old habit that just about kicked in. Come on, come on. Sloppy hold. I can see it already. Come on. Hold. 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 Good. Good. Dead. Dead. Good dog. Good girl. Good. Heel. Heel. Now, I'm going to pick this one up. I'm done with the handling. I mean, these are super short lessons, guys, but very happy with it. They're good lessons. They're solid lessons. Learning opportunities. We're going to finish out here and we're going to make, because this is such a short lesson. Now, one thing I need to do with her as it gets warmer is we do got to get her acclimated to it a little bit. We got to get her conditioned a little bit better. Coming out of the winter, I'm in not very good shape either. So one of the things I'm going to do here, we're going to pitch a dummy up into that corner. Oh, she's got something in her stomach. Oh, something didn't sit good. Heel. Come on. Good. Heel. Now I'm going to pitch that one dummy. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to walk her back around and head back. And then what I'm going to do is get around the corner and I'm going to send her back to the corner for that dummy. And we'll end it with kind of a little bit of a balance of, we did short, short, short. We added a little bit of length in today, which was nice. Now we're going to balance it out with a long run and get, and she's got something she doesn't like in her stomach. Come on. It's probably a combination of it being warm, something just not sitting right. Now the challenge on this will be, we're going to be sending her diagonal across this pasture. And you can't quite see the dummy. There's a crest and a crown in this field, and she really can't see the dummy. So this is a little longer memory set up kind of as a semicircle. Heel. Heel. Sit. 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 Now I'm going to see if I can't send her under this fence. without crossing it. We may have to cross it. I don't know that I've ever sent her through a fence yet. Cali, go back. Real nice. Now she ran right through it. There, she touched the wind. Good girl. Good dog. Real happy with it. So we went from short 10, 15, 30 yard retrieves. This one's about 100. Good. Right here, come on. Come on. There's a good dog. Right here. A little sloppy. Fix that up. Good. Hold. Good. 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 Dead. Good. And that'll be it. That's plenty for today. That's a real nice session off of yesterday. If you guys are watching these and you like them, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, turn your notifications on. I thank you guys for the support. I'm getting a lot of messages. This series in particular, the Cali series in particular, is one that we've probably gotten more DMs and messages through, a lot of them through Instagram actually, but it's been really nice to see the response. I think, you know, it's a different series for us because we started her obviously as an older dog, and the kennel that we got her from, Riverview Farms, is really nice dog coming from them. They did an excellent job starting her out. She's been just a lot of fun to work with. But it's a different series, and I appreciate you guys supporting it the way you have. Please continue to do so, and like I said, if you'd subscribe to the channel, if you turn the notifications on, it really helps us figure out what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and allows us to be able to hopefully help more people. So thank you guys for that continued support. I really appreciate it.